Namaste. In this video, I am inviting you to join me on an adventure to Mongolia, where we will work with the currents of the elements of earth, water, fire, air, and space. And we will call upon the guardians of Mongolia as we actually travel to Mongolia on this spiritual, cultural yoga retreat. It's for anyone who is feeling called to an adventure. Now, we will practice yoga and we will really start to bring in the new codes and the new frequencies through our body, through the currents of the elementals, earth, water, fire, air, and space. And we will also usher in the golden age by visiting this beautiful place in the Goya desert called Shambala. Now, Shambala is both a physical place and an etheric place of tremendous qualities that we will learn about and explore on this journey together. And we will travel to Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia, where we will spend 3 days of exploration and practicing of this yoga intensive. Then we will travel by van, a caravan, like the Mongolian nomads through the lands. The lands are vast and powerful, and the land is in itself a transmission just to walk there on this land. We will see wild horses, we will learn to shoot bow and arrow, and we will visit the temples in the lost Goya desert of Shambala, where the shamans and the Buddhists united. We are being called, and even the legend of Padmasambhava, who is a Tibetan Buddhist shaman that taught us the chants of Om Mani Padme Hum, but also Ah, Hung, Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. This is the chant of 1,000 scrolls that was composed by Padmasambhava that will invoke the power of remembering your inner connections to yourself in the fifth dimensional earth, which we're entering into now. And we will learn about these chants, and we will travel both like the nomads and the shamans. You will learn yoga in your physical body, journeying, and soul retrieval on this powerful retreat. Okay, so let me show you some pictures of your physical experience of Shambhala itself. Now, let me share the screen. Okay, yes, here are the beautiful beings of the Shambhala people riding on the horses, catching these ginormous eagles. Here is the flag of Mongolia itself and of Ulaanbaatar, the capital. Beautiful mountains, powerful landscapes, and here we see both the modern and the older parts. These blue posts you will see in the deserts, they're called ovos, and these are sacred stone buildings that will guide us the way, not just to Shambhala, but to the internal Shambhala of the inner heaven, the land of peace and tranquility. Here is an older map of Mongolia When I was in the Himalayas in Kalimpong this spring, I think I was there, I saw the map, and in the Gobi Desert, I saw the picture of Shambala, and I said, oh my gosh, Shambala is personally something that I have woken up and chanted out of my own mouth. You know, I have these mystical experiences, and it is a mystical place and it is a real place. And when I was in India and saw Shambhala on this ancient map and saw that it was very close to the Himalayas and that it is in Mongolia, I was then guided to do a retreat in Mongolia with one of my students that in my teacher's training about 15 years ago, Dava. She has a beautiful Yoga Shala and yoga studio in Ubatar, which we will practice within. And here is the most mystical picture. So we will both have a physical experience and mystical experience. This is the land of paradise, the Shambala, which more is in the desert area now in the real life. Here's another one of these posts, the Uvo, the guidepost of those who travels through Mongolia. And more pictures here are coming. Here is the map again. If you don't know where Mongolia is, it is right here. I might be traveling from Japan to Mongolia, but if you aren't, or if I'm not, you can travel directly to Mongolia. They have more horses, wild horses that is, than actual citizens of this country. There are also very ancient stone circles that we will also visit that will show more and more of the land. Here is actually the temple in Shambala, where there is Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist traditions, which we will learn about. They have 108 Buddhas around the center of this powerful energy portal that we will visit. Here's another picture, and here's the pictures, the 5 elements therapeutic yoga that I will be teaching, and I'm so honored to be teaching here. Here are more sightseeing pictures and traditional clothes. We will learn a lot about this culture here, and we will experience, of course, beautiful food and activities in this beautiful land of Mongolia. And they also have all kinds of interesting animals. And I'm going to stop the share. Okay, so just a little taster of what will happen. We will begin our journey on July 28th, and we'll stay there until August 3rd or 4th, depending if you want to have an extra day of recuperation before we travel. Okay, let me share with you some of the keys that we have to enter this Shambala. In Sanskrit, Shambhala means the place of peace or a place of silence. It is a mystical paradise spoken of in ancient texts, including in the Kala Chakra Tantra and the ancient scriptures of the Sang Song culture, which predated the Tibetan Buddhism in the Western Tibet. According to legend, it is a land where only the pure of heart can live, a place where love and wisdom reigns, and where people are immune to suffering, want, or old age. Shambhala is said to be the land of 1,000 names, that has been called the Forbidden Land and the land of the white waters, land of the radiant spirit, land of the living fire, land of the gods, and land of the wonders. Okay, this beautiful land is discussed extensively in the Kala chakra. Kala, of course, is the god of time. And chakra, of course, means the cycle of time. And this is a very complex and advanced esoteric teaching that is practiced within the Tibetan Buddhism. We just had a bird that flew in here into my Yoga Shala. And we will be in contact with this. We will learn how to journey within. I will teach you some shaman techniques of journeying into the chambers of karma, of contract. We can learn to find the corners of our intense experiences or traumas in this life, which then in turn holds the essence of your calling into this lifetime here. Okay, I'm getting, my ears are clogging here, and we are being called to find this hidden location, both in, okay, I guess it's my guides trying to come in here and maybe channel something for you. Since I can't hear anything through my right ear. Okay, we are going to journey into the Shambala's hidden locations, both within ourselves, and through this journeying, we will then be able to understand our past maps, and then we will utilize this to get a crystal clear journey forward and a vision into what it is that you are creating in your awakened life, in your Shangri-La or your Shambala, okay? We're opening here the golden age, and one of the chants to reach is, of course, the Om Mani Padme Hum chant. Okay. The Shambhala is an example of the worlds of pure consciousness. And we're going to practice some keys on how to gain entry here. And this practice, of course, we will do together. We will do it both in my private membership group, which you can join. It's only $50 per month. We meet twice a week. And also, if you're not interested in joining that, but still want to join my retreat, we will do special meetings here. We will open the keys to where you can find your inner Shambhala, which will be a wonderful practice before you actually enter the physical Shambhala as well. The first key is emptiness. Okay, as we find this first key, we'll try to empty ourselves so that the light can enter. And then we allow for that Shambhala to appear. So practice emptiness. The second key is going to be love and freedom. And this key, we are going into these pure lands given as a practice of perfection, of being the path that cross over to the shore, breathing and walking enlightenment in every moment. This is the practice of insight of your own beingness. When we are free, we can perceive the suffering to be transformed by the power of our consciousness into wondrous beingness. Somebody that is free can establish this Shambhala right here and now, and we will practice on doing that. And we will practice, of course, of mapping out our past life or this life so that we can then start to change our thought patterns and our mind to vibrate in love and joy and bliss. And then we dive deeper into the journeys of the entanglement where maybe there was shock or trauma or anger. And then we can start to untangle these places within our hearts so that truth, love, and freedom of the I am presenceness can start to enter. The third key that I will teach about is the sound of the soul. Okay, where we can utilize even the Egyptian pyramids of a vision of sitting inside here and vibrate our DNA and our soul sound in such a way where we then open the apex of the pyramid and allow for the healing vibration to enter. Okay, and here we drop the Om that gives rise to the all form and the formless, the bodies of Buddha, Joshua, the Christ, Krishna, and the Divine Mother. Then we will chant the sound drop of compassion, ah, that gives the rise to the invincible sound. And then at the heart, we savor the drop of compassion. We go hum. That will give rise to our luminous portal of clear awareness. Then we'll work into the navel chakra, where we will savor the drop of compassion. Ho, which will give rise to the great bliss. And then we'll work with these sounds and the chakras, the points of blessing that will take us deeper into the Divine Mother's grace and the magnificent blessing. All right, I am going to here call in my guides if you're still listening to this, because I'm getting a sound, I'm getting a block in my right ear, which is part of a sign that I have established within myself, on how I will now channel a little message for you that are being called into this beautiful journey with me to actual Mongolia, to the actual Shambala in the Gobi Desert, and as well as learning to find the Shambhala within yourself. As I mentioned earlier, I had several years ago, I kept waking up in the middle of the night chanting Shambala, Shambala, Shambala. So if you could, with me now, close your eyes and take several deep breaths, placing your hand in front of you now, and with your two power fingers, make 3 circles in your left hand with your right fingers. And here we call upon the power of the deepest knowledge of who you are. And you place this power of remembering into your belly button as you welcome the sound of ho. Ho, ho. Activate now your belly button and allow for yourself to fully anchor your umbilical cord now into this 5th dimensional earth and into the golden age now. Breathe into this lower dantian, the wisdom light of your remembrance of your calling to the land of the nomads, to the Mongolian heart, which holds the heart of the new earth. Feel yourself grounding into this 5D heaven on earth, the inner earth, and allow for your DNA to start to vibrate higher into the crystalline diamond white fire. Thank you. Now place your hand over your heart chakra and sound the chant of Hung, grounding your wisdom knowledge into your heart. Hung. Freeing yourself as you balance the 4 chambers of your heart with this infinite remembrance. Hung. Placing your hand now over your beautiful throat chakra. You can even just beam the light into your throat chakra. Chanting now the freedom chant of full expression of Ah, ah, ah. The sound of ah, beautiful. And as you place your hand over your third eye, visualize your crown chakra open, the gate of knowing. As you chant the sound of Om 3 times, allow for the light of wisdom of the Buddha, of Joshua, of Sanat Kumara, of Krishna, of all the awakened ones, including Kuan Yin, to fill your body up and ignite your 5th dimensional light body now. Beautiful. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I welcome you to join my beautiful yoga, cultural, and spiritual retreat to beautiful Mongolia with Dava, where we will teach the currents of the elements yoga, practicing awakening so that you can chart your 5th dimensional life, that life that you came here to the earth to explore and live. Okay, with full bliss, many thanks, and details will be posted below. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as usual, in these activations, please enjoy water after this and see that you're grounded. Again, I'm giving no medical advice, and please take beautiful care of yourself. Again, you're warmly welcome to join my membership, my meditation groups. You can also just pop in and join us in a class Tuesday morning, 7:30 a.m. or Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I see you in Shambala and hopefully in Mongolia.